When I first started coaching mortgage brokers, I didn't realize how often one choice would keep coming up again and again, and it quietly shaped careers of the brokers without anybody really noticing it at first. And it's the decision of which mortgage network to join. In the early stages of becoming a broker, you're juggling so much. You've got your CMAP studies, you've got to understand compliance, you're learning to build client relationships, and the idea of a mortgage network can just feel like another box-ticking exercise. But over the years, I have seen this play out dozens of times. Brokers who chose the wrong network didn't just delay their progress, they sometimes never actually reached the potential they had. And those who chose well, they grew faster with less stress and with far more confidence. What happens if you don't get it right? It's not just about the commission splits or shiny marketing. Choosing a network that doesn't suit you or your learning style, your ambitions or your strengths, it can make it feel like you're swimming upstream every single day. You can end up stuck in an unsupportive compliance system, discouraged from building your own brand, sometimes even dependent on leads you don't control, or worst of all, burnt out trying to make a square peg fit into a round hole. Over the years, I've worked with brokers at all stages, some just entering the industry, some looking to scale, and others thinking about breaking away from the networks. And here are some of the key lessons I've learned and lived around choosing the right network. Number one is support isn't just a nice to have, it's an everything. Early on, confidence is fragile. Having someone who can check your cases, guide you through the tough conversations, and give you honest feedback makes a massive difference. I've seen brokers who could have been brilliant give up just because they felt alone. The second thing is your brand matters. Even if it's just you, networks that encourage you to build your personal brand are investing in your future. The brokers who build recognizable names for themselves are the ones who survive the industry changes and build long-term trust. You're not just selling mortgages, you are building a business. Number three is that leads don't grow on trees, but they can grow from you. If you join a network that gives you leads, that can be great at times. It's not common, but it does happen. But I always say, never become dependent on someone else's pipeline. The brokers who win long-term are the ones who know how to generate leads and nurture their own. Number four you've got is that not all contracts are created equal. Some brokers find out the hard way that leaving the network isn't always as clean as easy as they made it out to be. I always advise asking about notice periods, exit clauses, and what happens to your clients if you leave. These aren't just legal details, they're about your freedom. And number five we have is that culture isn't fluffy, it's fuel. This one is underrated. Do you feel inspired by the people around you, encouraged, respected? The brokers who thrive often have a peer group that pushes them, not pressures them. That kind of environment makes the difference between surviving and scaling. So if you're at crossroads or even just beginning, take time to ask the hard questions before you sign anything. In business, and especially in a career like mortgage brokering, the environment you choose will shape the habits you build. Choose one that grows your confidence, not just your commission. If you want to learn how you can start and build a successful career as a mortgage broker, check out this video on screen right now, which is where I dive deep into this exact topic in a full deep dive masterclass. Go on, give it a click.